Good morning again. It's Friday, but usually I wish you a happy whatever day it is, but this is Friday and this is a special Friday. It's Good Friday. And I don't feel right wishing you a happy Good Friday because as Christians we take this day to remember the Lord's death in a special way. We reflect on it, and it's a somber day in that sense. So happy Good Friday. I don't know, it just doesn't seem to work. I'm not on the bridge, but the sun is rising even though you can't see it. It's about that time, and I decided to be at a church in Market Square. This is the Old North Church. Quite a story behind this church, as there is behind our church. But look at the people, some of the names you'll recognize who have been associated with this church, including Daniel Webster, John Langdon, the signer of the Constitution, and George Washington, who actually worshiped here on November 1st, 1789. So it's quite a story here. And I just thought I should be at a church this morning to wish you well and challenge you with this. On Good Friday, and we'll get to that, but I want to follow up on something I mentioned yesterday to you. I had encouraged you to do the hard things first, and so on the way home, I told you about two projects I had going that were hard, a stone wall and a bicycle tire, and I decided I would try to practice what I preach, which I always try to do. So I got home and I decided I'm not going to work on the stone wall, it's too wet, pouring rain, but I will give another try changing that tire. So I went out in the garage. I made a good start because I set up a couple of sawhorses and got some tools together, and I was all set, and I started work on it, and I could not do it. It just was not working for me. So you know what? I worked on it for maybe 15 minutes, and then I decided, I can't do this. I cannot do it. So I put everything away, put the tools away, put the bike away, and I decided I was going to look for someone who could help me, or a bike shop or something. At just that time, I checked my phone, and somebody had just made a comment on the Flock Note, and that was my good friend Jeff, who offered, and those of you who were on it yesterday, you read it, he offered to take the bike, change the tire, fill it with air, and that was great. Just at the right time. Thank you, Jeff, for that. And I'm going to take it over to his house and let him deal with it because he can do it. And I can't. And I had to accept that. Romans 5:8 or 5:6 tells us this. When we were weak, at the right time, Christ died for the ungodly. And anyone who accepts that fact, that you can't do it, you can't be good enough for God, you can't please Him, you can't have a relationship with Him, you need help. And when you accept that about yourself, that's just the right time when Jesus can come into your life. And we need to do that not only once, but every day. And so, even though I stand by my encouragement yesterday to do the hard things first, just realize that sometimes they're too hard and you can't do them, and you need to get help or find someone who can do them. And that's what I decided to do, and I'm glad I did. I'm not going to be frustrated anymore. So, I won't wish you a happy Good Friday, but I will suggest that Good Friday, the name, it fits, because this Friday, in the death of Jesus, the crucifixion of Jesus, is good because it did something for us that we could not do for ourselves. And all we need to do is accept that every single day, that we need God, we need to depend upon Him and upon the work of Jesus. And so I hope you'll rejoice in His work today and have time to reflect on what He's done for you. So have a great day.